Hi, I'm Sean from World War Me, and you're watching Chaos Reigns TV.
The meaning behind our band name is really just an amalgamation of me trying to figure out the relationship between my insecurities and my ego, and fighting those two things. There's two personalities. I think that's kind of where it all came from. Sean, when you first heard the band name, what did you think? Because I remember coming up with that before I even brought everyone in. So
yeah, I liked it because I think it's really relevant, especially today, and like just kind of the things that are happening not only in our country, but around the world. And obviously, just the getting to the music side of things, everything was just got a lot of energy, and I think that's what I like to bring to it. I know you bring a ton of it, and especially in the lyricism, it's awesome. But yeah, Johnny, the riffing, man, right?
Yeah. Reminding me of From First to Last.
yeah, a lot of people say that, and it's funny how things have come to fruition with politics and everything with the band name. Because when I came up with the band name, it was 2014, so it was never really a call out to current politics, but I like that it's turned into maybe something that can be more meaningful to certain people, and that's cool. For people to derive their own meaning from something has always been something that I believe in. Because we do this and it's very personal, but for fans to derive their own meaning and experience from it is cool. And that's why I always like music.
Yeah, that's what it's about for sure. We like to share it with people,
What are our musical influences? I'd say a lot of it is, a lot of it for me is derived from My Chemical Romance. That was a band I grew up listening to and loving and being a super fan of. I'm not ashamed to say it. Yeah, 3 Cheers came out, and that was the album that changed my life. So definitely My Chem, a lot of Sum 41, a lot of Alkaline Trio from Chicago, and some older stuff like Iggy Pop and the Stooges. The Ramones is really cool. What else? Sean,
you're hitting on a lot of it.
Yeah.
We've gotten some really cool comparisons, which is honestly just an honor and flattering to hear that kind of stuff. We're just trying to, we just like to play and rock, and we obviously like the energy of it all, so it's crazy how it all kind of came together, but yeah.
What about you, John?
Punk rock, classic rock.
Punk rock, man.
Yeah.
You're the most punk rock dude I've met, honestly. So when I first met you, I was this dude's punk rock. This dude's right up my alley. So yeah, just punk rock.
Kiss.
Kiss,
obviously. Joan Jett. Anything Joan Jett has been super fucking influential to me. So a lot of old early punk stuff and a lot of newer age punk stuff, My Chemical Romance, Alkaline Trio, stuff like that. Not even
stuff,
newer age, but kind of 90s.
Yeah, when you name My Chem and Son and all that stuff, that stuff came out when I was in the prime teenage,
of
high school, absorbing music, learning how to play, seriously starting to play in bands, and that shit, that was the shit that I wanted to play.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing now, and we love it.
Cool.
Yeah. And we love ourselves. We love ourselves.
And each other.
I love myself. They love each other. I am a narcissist. How do we feel about releasing our debut album, Johnny?
Freaking awesome.
Do you feel cool? Do you feel good about it?
Yeah.
Good.
I feel good.
Feeling real high and mighty about it, you guys?
High, but not mighty.
we feel good. We worked on it for so long that actually getting it out there is super relieving. It's super cool. It's also very scary to put something out that you worked on so hard and to let people hear it in such a naked sense. It's very scary and unnerving.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you just throw it, just drops and it's out there and all this stuff. We've had this for a long time and been waiting to get it out and get it, you know, to the people, to you all, and it's nerve-wracking, but the response has been great. We're excited for everyone to hear it.
I mean, we're trying to get it out to all of you, the little peeps. What fans can expect from the release that we're putting out right now is catchy, it's fun, but at the same time it's drive and it's rock and roll. It's punk in your face, it's very honest. It doesn't hide anything. It doesn't layer anything. It doesn't hide anything in layers. So I think it's very honest, in your face, rock and roll, fun, catchy. I think it has a combination of so many great things, and something that can get stuck in your head at the same time while being fucking amped about it.
Yeah, it's...
Nailed it.
Did I nail it?
Nailed it.
I think I nailed it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, that's what I remember when we were first demoing the stuff, and just when I first heard it and kind of came on board, like, holy shit, this is stuck in my head on the first listen, and but also just, again, honest, and you can, that's what we definitely try to bring, and that's what I love, you know, you bring that with it, and your words and stuff, so it's crazy. It's
definite honesty, no holding back. So I think that's what you can expect.
power.
And yeah, power. If it seems like I'm depressed, I am, and if it seems like I'm like calling out for help, I am.
And if it seems like I'm laughing at him about that stuff,
Please the meaning behind the album is really just that we're all kind of fucked up and kind of screwed up, me especially. So don't feel so secluded in your depression and disillusion, because there's someone out there who's just as screwed up and messed up as you, and maybe he's your favorite singer in your favorite band. Maybe he's, you know, that guy. That's what I get from the meaning of the album. I don't know. Sean, lyrically, when you hear it, what do you...
yeah, I mean, I think there's like, it's just, it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to be yourself. You know, I think we all drive ourselves through, you know, we're all weird, all have insecurities and issues, you know, but we try to fulfill and drive through passion, and that's what we're sharing this, why we do this, and hopefully encourages other people and other, you know, anyone else going through the same.
And it's being truthful in those insecurities and finding the levity and truth with all of that. So I think that's really what I want people to hear when they listen to the album. The theme of this album is really kind of, it started 5 years ago. I was writing a lot with Nick Matthews from Get Scared, and I was writing non-stop until we released it. So I think the theme really overall is everything that went on in my life throughout those 5 years. It's really more of a documentary, if anything. It's really more of a biography of the last 5 years of my life. It's very true to everything I've been through. Every song that was in that album was really about what I've gone through in each particular instance, anything that happened to me. So I think that's really what the theme of the album is, my own personal demons, struggles, and levity in the last 5 years. And I think that it comes together, even though it's not meant to, it all comes together very naturally and very beautifully, starting with songs like The Good Enough. It's me being afraid and me being vulnerable and not sure if I was good enough for the album, to be an artist, to be, you know, such a public figure, if people would like me. I think it all comes together very naturally as a personal essay about my insecurities. So I think that's what the theme of the album is. Sean,
Yeah, I mean, I like how it kind of, it seems like, and I think we all, like, when we were kind of putting it together after all the songs were made, and kind of laid down, we kind of all talked about having it be that transition to kind of in the album's flow, like going from kind of this like well, yeah, you're scared, insecure, but kind of ambitious and like going for it, and then it kind of climaxes in the middle, and I think then like the realities of the thing, it gets like a little heavier, a little darker at the end.
yeah.
And it gets kind of like starts cutting it a little deeper to just like the realities of some things, but I still think ultimately it closes with like an empowering kind of message too, especially with the final track, Color Me, you know?
Color Me Sick is the final.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah. So,
But I think that it was very purposeful to make the album lighter to darker in terms of vibe. That was a very purposeful thing because I wanted it to tell a story, and I wanted it to have a flow that kind of depicted a narrative, and I think that we did that pretty well. You know.
yeah. Well, happy with how that came out for sure.
Our message to the Japanese audience is we hope you enjoy our music. There are so many bands that have thrived in Japan and in your culture and just everything. Like, we want to be a part of that.
Fans' passion.
The passion and the pure respect for the art form. We want to be a part of that, and we hope to see you soon.
Yeah, let us come visit.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully we'll see you soon, Japan. We love you. See you later.
All this hatred created has shaded my faulty belief. Fucking putrid and stupid, my cynical eyes can't retreat. So don't tell me you don't take a part in the nation. The fucked in the head, the sick generation. The scars beneath your skin and under your sleeve. So bite your tongue and take a look at what you've done. This revolution has begun. You're not fighting for a side, and don't tell anyone. And I'm not gonna stand here all alone. The world that was is overthrown. So bite this bullet on your own. This is a war zone. This is death in the best kind of fashion. I'll see to an end if it lends a distraction.